One of the biggest problems I see with uniforms coming in here are uniforms that have been worn in inclement weather, where there's been snow, there's been rain, there's been moisture. Many of the uniforms consist of bright colors and light colors, so you have a contrast in the uniform. Many dyes have only limited color fastness to moisture. So prolonged contact from the rain, the snow, the inclement weather can result in dye migration. What I would suggest be done is, as quickly as possible, following the performance, the uniform be placed on a hanger within an area with good airflow, good air circulation, so that it dries quickly. Do not put them in a dryer. There are too many problems associated with that. Don't put them in a plastic bag, because the moisture can't evaporate. In addition to the dye migration, then you run the risk of the formation of mildew. And once the mildew stain is there, it's there. There is nothing that's going to remove it. Most of the spots and stains you're going to find are of a type called water-soluble stains. In other words, they may be stains that are not going to be removed in dry cleaning because they require moisture or water. These are foods, beverages, perspiration, blood stains, mud. Most food and beverage stains in our industry are called tannin stains. They are of an acid type. They require a mild acid for removal. And just a little chemistry 101, acid dissolves acid. So that is one specific type of spotting agent. Perspiration and blood emanate from the individual's body. Those require a different specific type of spotting agent called a protein spotter. Mud. To remove mud, it's best to wait until the mud has dried. Brush off as much of the residue as it's possible to brush away, and then treat it with moisture and a mild detergent, then flushing it with a steam gun. Mud that contains clay is a whole nother issue, because clay contains iron oxides. That's what gives the clay its red color. So you may remove the residue from the clay and be left with a red stain. The clay will respond very nicely to rust remover, because iron oxide basically is a metallic component. Rust removers do very well at removing metallic components. The downside of that, keep it away from any metallic trim on the garment, because the rust remover will cause the metallic trim to tarnish. To wash a washable uniform, I would strongly urge that you do not use a highly alkaline laundry detergent, as is sometimes done in commercial laundries. Would not suggest using bleaches of any type, either oxygen bleaches or reducing bleaches, dried at a low temperature. The very first thing that should be done at the end of the season, that uniform should be cleaned. If there are food and beverage stains on fabrics, band uniforms or your personal clothes can attract insects. So now we can have insect damage. Staining materials, when garments are stored over a period of time, those stains can become set and very difficult to remove. Garments should never be stored in plastic, because moisture collects, and as we've already know, moisture can affect the dyes and can cause dye migrations. It is helpful to put a white sheet pinned around the uniform. That will protect it from dust while still allowing that fabric to breathe. So that will minimize the problems of insect activity or problems caused by moisture or stains that become set with age.